In this video, we're going to build a pedal board based on Mojo Hand FX. Hey guys, I'm Dr. McFarland, and this is a new week, and that means another virtual pedal board build using pedalboardplanner.com. And these are pedal train pedal boards, but you can find other sites that give you similar results and some different options as far as pedal boards go. But I really like the one I built last week. So I went ahead and chose the Legacy Model PT3 because it gives you the width and the height and the railing and enough, room to have a switcher in there and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and bring in some pedals. And I know I want a tremolo, and I've not used the Bayou trim before. And really, I've only used one of the Mojo Hand pedals, and that is the Rook Royale and also the Rook Overdrive, especially the Rook. So I'll go ahead and bring both of those in so you can see what they look like. So here's the Rook Overdrive. Mine was a red version, but this one's more of like a castle kind of thing going on. And then the Rook Royale is basically the same Rook circuit, but with an added boost. And you could switch the order of the effects. So if you want to boost going into drive, you can do that. If you want drive going into boost, you can do that as well. And it's not a very big pedal really, so I like that. Let's do a Villanova vibe. And there's a modulated delay pedal. And we gotta have the dewdrop reverb in there. All right, this is where it starts getting fun, because there's a lot of other like fuzz options, and there's a Colossus fuzz, a crosstown fuzz, Iron Bell fuzz, which is kind of like your Pink Floyd kind of stuff. So I don't know. Let's try the Iron Bell fuzz. I mean, it looks cool. I like the look of that. And then let's have a phaser in there, because we have a vibe and we have a phase and we have a tremolo. And I always have my tremolo more toward the end of the chain, and my phase, flange, rotary kind of stuff goes before the overdrives. So that's just my personal preference on that. And what if we had a Dumble style pedal? And, we could use it more of like a preamp or like a pre-dirt kind of thing. So let's say you showed up to a gig and maybe you have a Fender Deluxe tube amp on stage. Well, you could kick in the Dumble going before your overdrives and kind of shape the sound of the Fender Deluxe a little bit more to what you want to hear as far as like your bass tone. And then when you kick in your other drives, it just sounds awesome. So yeah, I think this is enough. Let's figure out some routing here. I really do like using the Boss ES8 as my switcher. So let's go Boss and ES8. So we're going to put this right down here. And we may have room for maybe like a volume pedal or an expression pedal of some kind. But let's say we want this pedal right down here so we can access that boost. And then usually I would want fuzz to kind of be toward the front. Now these should be top mounted jacks, so I could squeeze these right up against each other if I wanted to. But I'll give it a little bit of space. And same goes here. So if I left the top mount jacks open, I could run the cables in between there or run them around and over this way. There's some options there for that. And let's try something here. Let's actually try a smaller board. Let's go back to the Fly. Okay, just like that. That's going to be a tight fit right there, but I think it's going to work. We'll slide that over just like that. We'll take advantage of those top mounted jacks. And I don't have a tuner on here, obviously. But let's put the tremolo and the reverb right next to each other. And then the mirror ball is our delay. All right, so there's a fuzz right there. Okay, here's a vibe and a phaser. which is great. Yep, here's our delay pedal right there. Then we have a rook, and then we are left with our dumble. So I may go even smaller with this. Let's see what a PT2 looks like. Okay. So clearly we can, get all these pedals on the back row here. And these are all top-mounted jacks. So let's just squeeze them all together here. Just like so. All right, let's stick with this and let's put a TU2 on there. Now that's going to be a tight fit right there. Even if I slid all these over. That leaves me a little bit of room so I can plug in my guitar right there to the tuner. And then out of the tuner to the input of the Boss ES8. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 pedals in there. So reverb, tremolo, delay. Got to have that. That's 1, 2, 3. And then let's say the vibe and phase are going to be in the same loop, because I don't necessarily need those on all the time. And then really my dumble is more of like a preamp, like I said. Yeah, I could do like 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that gets all the loops assigned there on the Boss ES8. And I'm able to get all the pedals where they need to go. So it's not perfect. To me, it's a little messy. But that should get you a pretty good sound for most rock, blues kind of stuff you'd ever want to do. And you just create your presets here on the Boss ES8. So let's say preset 1 was just a good clean with a reverb. And then preset 2 was the same clean, maybe with a dumble on and some reverb and delay. Preset 3 could be a clean vibe with a little bit of drive from the rook. And then preset 4 could be your fuzz tone. And maybe 5 and 6 is like more your high gain kind of stuff. Maybe you stack the Rook Royale with the dumble, had some delay and reverb in there. There's all kinds of different options. So, all right, so that's been it for this week's edition of the virtual pedalboard build. Let me know down in the comments if you are liking this series and if you have any other suggestions for future brands that I could be working with here on the pedalboardplanner.com. In the meantime, I'm Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking. So why do people call me Dr. McFarland? Because I heal people with sweet rock and roll.